Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be making a jig to pump out a bunch of Lamellar plates for SCA heavy combat fighting. I'm going to be making the plates out of a 1/4 inch puck board, black in color, and the jig is going to be made out of MDF, spruce, and screws. So here I have the plans. Here is the shadow out of the way. Here's the plate to size. It's going to be 2 3/4 in length and 1 1/2 in width, and it's going to go with a mochi style lacing, which requires the 7 holes, this one being larger than these 6 here. Over here we have a side view of the jig I'm going to be building. So it's going to have the base here, and then it's going to have a portion that I'm going to laminate onto it here. It's going to have a rabbet here for the router bit to dig into and stop, because I'll be using a flush trim bit. I don't have it handy, but I have it around here somewhere. And then this is where the template, the jig material, is going to sit, and it's going to be made out of wood exactly like this size. Sorry, another 1/4 inch back here to fit inside of that rabbet so that the plates can be cut off with the router. And then the material is going to sit up here. I'm going to figure out a way to clamp it or screw it down securely in place. I haven't got that far yet, but I'll figure something exciting out for us all. Now is to give it a quick sand to take away these sharp edges, and everything should be nice and round. Here's the setup I have for cutting these templates out. I'll be running the material up here against this block where I'll cut it, and I'll need 27 of those. Anyways, you see all these splinters coming up off of here. That's called tear out, and I need to clean those up. I've got a few here that I've already sanded away. Yep, I got another, well, however many that is to go. So for this part, what I'm going to be doing is making sure that this is square to the rest of the board. And I'm going to hold some pressure down, and I'm just going to take that pre-drill bit again. So now what we need to do is make sure that there's a 1/4 inch in between each of these pieces here. And instead of using 2 screws, I'm just going to use 1 because I'm short on screws, and I'm just going to use glue to hold it in place. So 1/4 inch line here, take your square, make sure it's nice and square. And here we go, all 26, it ended up being 26 pieces screwed down to the base. And now what we're going to do is build the backing that sits over here and wraps up on top by about a 1/4 inch, so that it gives us something to slide the plastic material against. It looks like it's going to be about 13/16. Let's make sure, yeah, there's a little bit of place, so I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. It's going to be a small 7/8. Okay, so I've ripped the piece from 2x4, and it has this rabbet in it here. It's a 1/4 inch by about 9/16, and what it does is it fits in behind these here, and as you can see inside, it allows the router bit to go back into the wood a little bit. So it's been working exactly as intended. This one got a bit chewed out of it simply because this was not clamping down hard enough, and I've remedied that already, so hopefully no more pulling away. Also depends on how the router's going and how it's spinning, which way it's spinning. This one looks good. It's our first Lamellar plate, and Might sand the edges, round over these corners here, but so far I'm pretty pleased. So I ended up removing these little clamp pieces. They're just not providing enough clamping force. So what I'm doing instead is actually screwing the plastic down in between. You can see the screw there. It's in between the two templates, so it doesn't actually affect the plate. And when I get to it with the router, I'll just pop it out, and I've got them every 4 or 5. So yeah, that should provide some extra stability. Okay, fast forward a few hours. We've made quite a mess. We're not even halfway through the plastic yet. And we've got a bunch of scales. And so what I've done is, let's take this off here. So I've built a little box inside of which we put 7 of the scales at a time. And then I have a block on top that has the holes patterned out perfectly that we just drill straight down into. And we've been getting consistently good results. Are these the good ones or the bad ones? Bad. Okay, I don't know where the good ones are, but we've had some good ones. So now we just get to keep making these and then punching holes in them. And that's our reckless and wild Saturday night. Another thing that we've done here is, instead of just doing 1 at a time, I've provided extra backing so I can now do 3 at a time, which has tripled our output and it's probably going to cut our time, well, in 3, obviously. And one added feature I put in is you have a hole in the bottom and you can push them all up and out like that at your convenience. And then you just empty them into the bucket underneath.